Hello there again. This is Frank Marrone, the train man here from Gettysburg Trains, and it's May 7th, 2008, and I want to do a little video about some maintenance on your cars and your steam engines or your diesel engines. Basically what I want to do is give you the opportunity to care for your engines. A lot of people will run their steam engines and their cars around the tracks and not do a lot of maintenance. Some maintenance that you do now will make your trains last a lot longer, years and years and years. Some simple steps. I'm going to go over the basics, what I'm going to use, some products, and give you a little tip on keeping your trains lasting a long time. Okay, tonight we're going to actually do the Lionel Southern Crescent engine and the Chesapeake and Ohio boxcar. Okay, we're going to clean both of them. What I'm going to use is some gear lube. This is Hobby Lube gear lube. It's a real thick gear oil. It comes in a about a half-ounce bottle. You can get it at your local hobby shop, or you can get it, or you can get something similar to it at your local hobby shop. Of course, some paper towels, a can of Radio Shack's Velocity Dust Remover Spray. As you all know, I am a manager of a Radio Shack, and I highly recommend these following products. You can find this at your local Radio Shack. It's dust remover spray. It doesn't deplete the ozone. It's moisture-free gas, and it's non-flammable. However, you do need to be 18 to buy it, so if you're under 18, please go and ask mom or dad to go in there and pick it up for you. And we're also going to use some of their non-flammable contact control cleaner and lubricant, which should also could be found. The dust spray remover runs about $7, and the control contact cleaner and lubricant, it runs about 10. Either way, a can of each of these is going to last you a while. It's highly recommended. I use it on my trains all the time, and I have beautiful trains that run excellent, and I attribute a lot of it to these two products right here. You can find them at your local Radio Shack, and I would say that it's a great product to have on hand for any model railroader. We're going to start over here with the Southern Crescent, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to spray it off with some the dust remover. Clean it up here. This will get any dust that is unneeded to get a start on there. We're going to do the same thing here with the boxcar. Go ahead and clean it up. Got a rag nearby. Go ahead and wipe them down a little bit. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to oil something that's got dirt or dust on it. It's going to act like sandpaper, and that's not what you want on your model trains. So you want to try to clean up all the dust off them as much as possible. Get the engine here and do the same thing. We're going to wipe it down. Wipe it down free of any debris, any abrasives. Get them things nice and clean. Okay, let's turn her over here. Okay, now underneath of it, you've got a lot of contacts that are constantly hitting the track. So you want to go ahead and give them a little bit of a spray here. And it's got a real oily feel to it. And it will clean up any contacts, any debris that you have. And you want to go ahead and get in there and get those contacts cleaned up real nice. That's what makes the electrical contact on the middle rail of the track. I can see some debris here, hair or dust, and that's one thing that will kill a train, is having that in there, so get rid of that. And of course that didn't come out with the initial spray. It's something that you're going to see when you're cleaning down your trains. And as you can see here by the rag already, there's been quite a bit of dirt and dust that have come off of that. Of course, when you're done, you might want to go ahead and go back and air it out, get any extra debris, hair, whatever, from the bottom of the train. Let's go ahead and lift the boxcar here. Same thing, got a little bit of contact cleaner, give a little spray on there, wipe it down real good, get that clean, then come back with your air and really clean it up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get into the lubrication of the train. This is the most important part. Okay, this is something you want to do about every 30 hours of running with any one of your trains. Okay, don't use your trains over and over, day by day. If you're one of the model railroaders that use these trains every day, don't continually use them and not grease them and not take care of them, because they will break down. So you want to go ahead and get in there and give them a nice little lube job every once in a while. You want to go ahead and hit the gears. Okay, and there's plenty of them on these steam engines. There's not as many on the diesels, but you want to go ahead and hit those gears in there first, and then give it a nice little spin, and make sure that oil rests in between all the crevices of those gears. Get that done. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to go onto the side here. Let me turn this around. Right down in here, right there, you'll see a little pin. You want to tap that. That spins. There's a little plastic gear there. You got to be real careful with plastic. Plastic likes to wear. As you see, I'm pulling out some more gook from the inside of the engine. That's stuff that acts as sandpaper. So you want to get rid of all that. Everything that you can that's abrasive, you want to get out of that engine. So you want to tap that with a little oil. Any little pins you see sticking out, of course you want to go ahead here and touch up on the axles. Get a little lube in there. And of course you can wipe it down afterward, get the extra excess off. And then of course, as always, anytime you lube something, you want to go ahead and spin them wheels and make sure everything's hitting in there. Make sure that grease is getting in there real good. Let's flip her over. We're going to do the other side. Same thing. Hit the little pin in there. Make sure you hit the axles. Okay. Linkage. I didn't mention that on the other side, but I did actually grease the linkage. Make sure you hit that linkage. Get a little grease in there. Wipe down whatever excess is on there, and then of course, as always, go ahead and spin it in there and get that oil, that grease, and everything circulated real well in there. Okay, and pretty much that engine's done. It's ready for about another 30 hours of use. You might want to go over the top of it a little bit, wipe it down. That'll keep that baby running real smooth. She's ready for the track. So I'm going to put her aside. We're going to go over here to the boxcar. Now, the boxcar don't have a lot of linkage, don't have gears. There's not a lot of maintenance to do on it. But what I like to do on these wheels, let me see if I can't get the right lighting here. Inside the wheels of each wheels, there's a little hole right about there. And you just want to get a little drop in each hole, which will let that oil and lube get in there, and give those wheels a spin. Okay, and they'll spin a while. That really gets in there good. Okay, make sure they're greased out real good. And of course, when you're done lubing, oiling, greasing your train, you might want to refer back to my my wheel cleaning and track cleaning video that I did, because after you've got this grease on here, of course you'll want to get the grease off the wheels. So after you're done this part of your job, go ahead and refer back to my track cleaning and wheel cleaning video that I did. That's something you'll want to do after you do this. And again, as always, thank you for watching the Gettysburg trains run videos, as well as the little classes we have online. If you're an avid model railroader, you will know that trains can bring a lifetime of enjoyment. And for the kids out there, make sure you keep them trains nice and clean, keep them running good, and they'll last your lifetime. Thank you for watching Gettysburg Trains.